Diamond Dynasty Baseball taking place at PNC Park today. Should be a good matchup between the Philadelphia Chargers and the Pittsburgh Diamond Dogs. Philadelphia with a record of 115 and 112. The Diamond Dogs looking to go for win 133. You see Cliff Lee and Mark Pryor getting ready to take the bumps for both their respective teams coming up next. Here comes Roberto Alomar standing in now to begin this game for the Philadelphia Chargers. Alomar is switch hitting second baseman, one of the 99 second basemen that you can have in Dynasty. A member of the third inning program selections that you can pick from. 1-1 strike pitch coming now from Mark Pryor. Pitch hit in the air, left center field, going back is Ichiro. He's not going to get there. That's going to one-hop the wall. Alomar on his way to second, and Alomar will be in there with a leadoff double. But Alomar was paired with Justin Verlander and Ricky Henderson in that third inning program. Standing in now is Cal Ripken Jr. Cal Ripken Jr. a part of the fourth inning program with Andrew McCutchen and Billy Wagner as he takes a strike. It's no balls and one strike. Cal Ripken Jr. arguably one of the best shortstops in the game of baseball in the game's history. As that pickoff move goes to second. Alomar taking one extra step off. Was the 0-1 pitch. Strike called at the top of the zone. Counts no balls and two strikes now on the former Orioles shortstop. 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses high. Good discipline there by Cal Ripken Jr. 1-ball, 2-strike pitch coming. Pickoff attempt to second. Morgan applies the tag. And Alomar cut down at second base on the pickoff move. And there's one out as that double that Alomar hit gets erased. That was a good move there by Pryor. Grounded up the middle. Pryor plays it on the mound. Throw to Thomas. Ripken's out for the second out of the inning. So it was a double by Alomar. Alomar got picked off, and Cal Ripken Jr. just grounded out to the pitcher Pryor. And with two outs, Duke Snyder will come to the plate. Duke Snyder, a former member of the Brooklyn Dodgers back when he played. Well before the 1960s. That pitch misses. Duke Snyder, one of 5 rewards you receive when you level up between the bronze, silver, gold, and diamond tiers. Not a bad selection as a center fielder. Has decent contact from the facing lefties, and then also has extraordinary power and contact facing right-handed pitching as that ball's flying into left field. There's Ricky Henderson in foul territory making the catch. Inning comes to a close. So no runs on one hit in the inning and nobody left on base. Go to the bottom of the first inning. No score between Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Ichiro Suzuki grounds one. It was more like a soft line drive. Alomar took his time and nobody was covering first base. Giambi got pulled off the bag, so that's going to be a leadoff single for Ichiro Suzuki on just one pitch. And standing in now is the switch hitter, Jose Reyes. Slide step. Strike called at the top of the zone. It's no balls and one strike. Cliff Lee on the mound for the Philadelphia Chargers, and what better team for him to play for? He was a former Philadelphia Philly in his career, and that's the team he ended his career with, as Reyes hits that ball high and deep to left field. Going back to the wall is Henderson. He leaps, but that's going to get over the wall, and Jose Reyes has a home run here in inning number 1. Cliff Lee's only thrown 4 pitches in this bottom of the first inning, but has already given up 2 runs. A single to Ichiro and a home run to Jose Reyes. And now Nicholas Callas stands in with a .263 average as a right fielder for this Diamond Dogs team. 1-2 pitch. Foul ball. Count still 1-2. Nobody out yet in the inning. Cliff Lee into the windup. 1-2 pitch going. Good changeup. Callas was in front of it, but he just tipped it foul, and the count remains 1-2. 1-2 pitch coming. Fastball popped up, shallow right field. Over to get it is Tony Gwynn, and he makes the catch. First out of the inning finally recorded. Cliff Lee only at 10 pitches. It's a 2-0 game between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Frank Thomas up to the plate now takes strike 1. Thomas has eclipsed 30 home runs with this Diamond Dogs team. He's been playing for this team for a while. He was the first level up selection by the Pittsburgh Diamond Dogs, and the team went from bronze to silver. Swing and a miss, 2 outs. And here's Miguel Cabrera. This is Cabrera's flashback 2012 card when he won the Triple Crown Award with the Detroit Tigers. Ground ball, Alomar backhands, takes his time, throws over to Jason Giambi covering first. Cabrera's out, innings over. So 2 runs on 2 hits, including the home run by Jose Reyes. But nobody left on base. Dogs lead 2-0 as we go to the second inning. So it's Matt Williams stepping up to the plate, his signature series card when he was with the Giants. 4, 5, 6 hitters do it. It'll be Matt Williams, Tony Gwynn, and Jason Giambi. 0-1 pitch coming. Another fastball. That one blown right by Matt Williams. Count no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch coming. Slurve hit foul on a line drive. Count still 0-2. 0-2 pitch coming. Here it is. Pop up. Shallow center field. Jose Reyes is going to call off Ichiro. And Reyes makes the catch. Leadoff man gone here in inning number 2. Here's Tony Gwynn standing in. Tony Gwynn, another one of those level-up cards that you receive. So pitch, first one's hit softly into left field. Ricky Henderson's going to play it on a hop. And he'll get it into second base quickly. It's a 1-out single for Tony Gwynn, who is a speed threat. And coming up to the plate now, Jason Giambi. Pick off the catch to first base. Jason Giambi has great contact hitters, great contact numbers from both sides, but lacks power against lefties. But that doesn't matter in this case because he feasts on right-handed pitching. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Well, here comes set. Pick off attempt again over to first, and Tony Gwynn gets back safely. So Tony Gwynn, one of those rare talents, often regarded as one of the best contact hitters in all of baseball, just for the fact that his average was in the high 300s when his career ended, and the fact that he didn't strike out nearly as much as you see from some of the players today. Gwynn was a pure contact hitter, only worried about putting the ball in play and getting on base, and that is one of the reasons that he was so successful and that he's now in the Hall of Fame. Fly ball to center field. Ichiro catches it. Out number 1, Jason Giambi. Correction, that's out number 2. Jason Giambi flies out to center field for the second out of the inning. And here comes Ricky Henderson, the all-time and single-season stolen base record holder. Pitch fouled away, strike 1. This is Henderson's signature series card. This is a 99 overall rated card. He's playing for both teams here in this game. Slurve just misses. That's a ball. Henderson most known for playing for the Oakland Athletics, but spent some seasons with the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Dodgers. And Gwynn way far off of first base. Frank Thomas fake throws, then tags Gwynn himself. Inning comes to a close. So it looks like Henderson will lead off next inning. No runs on 1 hit in the inning, and nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's still 2-0. Pittsburgh leads Philadelphia. Joe Morgan ground ball, diving Matt Williams. He's got to recover quickly because Morgan can run. Morgan safe at first. 1 pitch leadoff single for Joe Morgan. Here's Johnny Bench. 0-1, that misses high. This game progressing rapidly now with Cliff Lee on the mound. Cliff Lee throwing from the slide step, throws a strike in there. It's 1-1. Foul ball count now in favor of Cliff Lee, 1-2 on Johnny Bench. Ball hit foul. Dogs took a 2-0 lead on a Jose Reyes 2-run home run last inning. That pitch is tapped in front of the plate. Cliff Lee's going to come off the mound to field it. Lee will try to throw to second, then he fakes it, realizing Morgan's way too quick. And by that time, Johnny Bench reaches first base before Jason Giambi can get back there. And now here's Ricky Henderson lining a ball into right field. Tony Gwynn's going to pick it up on a bounce. Morgan stops at third. Johnny Bench stops at second. And aboard at first with a single is Ricky Henderson. And now here's Mark Pryor, who's most likely going to swing the bat in this case. He has nowhere to sacrifice bunt anybody. 0-1 pitch misses low, ball 1. Dogs yesterday had a situation where the bases were loaded and Nolan Ryan was at the plate, and Ryan ended up working a bases loaded walk to tie the game. Dogs would later go on to win that one. The infield now shifting.
1-1.
The infield is playing in on Mark Pryor. Ball misses inside. But Pryor being disciplined in this at bat. 2-1 fastball right down the middle. Count evened up at 2-2. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch coming. Breaking ball swung on and missed, so Diamond Dogs give up an out there. So with 1 out, infield still playing in for Ichiro Suzuki. Ichiro takes the ball downstairs. It's 1-0. So now the threat comes back into play. Some of the biggest hitters for the Diamond Dogs coming up later on. Grounded, and Jason Giambi catches the ball on the line drive. Then Giambi applies the tag to Ricky Henderson. That's a double play, and the inning's over. Dogs get the bases loaded but fail to score anybody. To the 3rd inning we go. 2-0. Pittsburgh leads Philadelphia. Ricky Henderson grounds that first pitch right back to Mark Pryor. Pryor throws to Thomas, and that's the first out of the top of the 3rd inning. The bottom of the order due up for Philadelphia. Joe Torre batting now, and then Cliff Lee in the pitcher's spot on deck. Joe Torre swings and fouls that first pitch off. Pryor throwing rather efficiently. 26 pitches as he enters the 3rd inning. Ground ball left side. There's Cabrera. Cabrera takes his time, throws to Thomas. Sliding attempt by Torre, but he's still out by just a few inches. That's the 2nd out of the inning. There's Cliff Lee standing in against Mark Pryor. 2 outs, bases empty for the Philadelphia pitcher. Foul ball. And that's a double meaning, too. Cliff Lee did spend a good part of his career with the Philadelphia Phillies. Part of that excellent rotation that Philadelphia had in 2011. Grounded through the left side of the infield. It's a 2-out single for the pitcher of the Philadelphia Chargers, Cliff Lee. Here's Roberto Alomar. He doubled back in inning number 1 to lead off this game. Eventually was picked off leading off the second base. No ball, 1-strike pitch coming. Here it is from Mark Pryor. Slurve, good pitch over the outside edge. Backdoor slurve, counts 0-2. Foul ball, good fastball there by Pryor. Cliff Lee getting a sizable lead off of first base. Here's the 0-2. Popped into the air, left side, but that'll go foul. Alomar certainly has the power to hit one over the wall and tie this game. He also has lightning quick speed, but he strikes out here against Pryor. That'll end the inning. No runs on a hit, only 1 left on. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's 2-0. Pittsburgh leads Philadelphia. Jose Reyes hit a 2-run home run his first time up, but he grounds one right to second. Roberto Alomar goes over to Giambi, and that's out number 1. So I think the Philadelphia Chargers realized that the infield was still playing in, and so now they're going to readjust their infield to just back to normal. There's nobody on base. And not a speed threat in the plate in the form of Callas. Callas, a pure power hitter, along with his ability to throw the ball well. Good defensive outfielder in right field, but this at bat he flies one out to right. There's Tony Gwynn, 2 outs. Frank Thomas comes up now. 2 outs, base is empty. Dawgs not doing too much in terms of production in this inning. Dawgs had a hit in each of the first 2 innings. Hitless here with 2 outs though in the bottom of the 3rd. Hard grounder, but that's foul. 1-1. 1-1 pitch coming. Here it is to Thomas from Cliff Lee. Good cutter, strike 2. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball in the dirt. Count back even now at 2-2 on the former White Sox player Frank Thomas. Ball grounded sharply up the middle, but played by Roberto Alomar at second. Go to Giambi, 3 outs, inning over. No runs, no hits, nobody left on for Pittsburgh. On to the 4th inning. It's 2-0. Pittsburgh still leads Philadelphia. This is MLB The Show. There's Mark Pryor pitching now to Cal Ripken Jr. to get this inning underway, and it's a first pitch fly ball into left field. Ricky Henderson calls off Ichiro to make the catch. 1 out. Standing up now is number 3 hitter Duke Snyder. Flew out in his first at bat. Number 3 hitter for this Philadelphia Chargers team. Strike 1 called. Check swing, but it was in there anyway. Count 0-1. Popped up. Ricky Henderson will get another chance in this inning. 2 outs. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up cleanup hitter Matt Williams to the plate. Williams is a reward that you get for winning the World Series. So this Philadelphia Chargers team evidently has won the World Series and has gotten the reward of Matt Williams to accommodate the team. It's going to be a base hit from Matt Williams, bringing up Tony Gwynn with 2 outs. And that runner on first base. Gwynn is 1 for 1 in this game today. Line foul. Strike 1. Matt Williams with the size of the lead off first base. Pickoff attempt. Thomas applies the tag, but Williams back safely. Mark Pryor about to reach 40 pitches in this game. There it is. Jammed him as it's popped left side of the infield. Reyes catches it, inning over. No runs on a hit in the inning. And only 1 runner left on base. Going to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 2-0. Pittsburgh leads Philadelphia. Grounded left side. Matt Williams dives. Recovers well. Picks up. Throws to first. And Miguel Cabrera is out to start this inning. That's a nice play by a good defensive third baseman in Matt Williams. Now Joe Morgan shows bunt. And he missed it. Strike 1. Cliff Lee into the windup. Here's the pitch. So Cliff Lee to this point is throwing a bit more efficiently than Mark Pryor is, his mound opponent, but has still given up 2 runs. In the first 4 pitches of the game, Cliff Lee led Ichiro on base and then gave up that home run to Jose Reyes. Popped up softly on the infield. The play is Cal Ripken Jr., and that's out number 2. So with 2 outs, Johnny Bench will come to the plate, hit a more like a swinging bunt. Base hit his last time around. No more 1-strike pitch coming. Well, this is outside, count even at 1. Legendary Reds catcher standing up to the plate now, facing Cliff Lee. Johnny Bench has a lot better power numbers against lefties than he does right-handed pitching, so this matchup does favor Johnny Bench a little bit. Fly ball right field, that'll go foul. Count still 1 and 2. Missed outside. Count back even now, 2 and 2. Check swing, but that's a called strike 3 up in the zone. Inning comes to a close. Diamond Dogs, no runs on no hits, no runners left on base. Top of the 5th we go. It is 2-0. Philadelphia trails Pittsburgh. And Jason Giambi will lead off the inning for Philadelphia. It's going to be 6, 7, 8 hitters due up. Giambi, Ricky Henderson, and then Joe Torre. Ball hit well to right field, and Callas just watches that one sail over the Clemente wall. That is a long home run for Jason Giambi, and the Philadelphia Chargers have pulled within 1. It is 2-1 now. Philadelphia leads Pittsburgh. Henderson stands up to the plate, a bit too aggressive on that swing. That's strike 1. Pryor just threw one too many fastballs, and Giambi was awaiting that. He was hungry for a hard pitch, and he hit it a long way. Check swing by Henderson. No swing, according to the first base umpire on the appeal. Counts 1 and 2. 1-2 pitch coming. Fastball swung on, grounded to Frank Thomas, who bobbles it a bit, picks it up, recovers in time, steps on the bag before Ricky Henderson's hand could get there. 1 out in the inning. That was a close play. We already knew Henderson could fly, but Thomas recovers quite nicely. That's out number 1. Here's Joe Torre. Line drive. Jose Reyes makes the catch. With his glove turned toward the ground. That's 2 outs. 2 outs. Here's Cliff Lee, the pitcher of the Philadelphia Chargers. Swings at the first pitch. Pop up. Shallow right center field. And there's Joe Morgan to make the catch over his head. And the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit in the inning. That big home run by Jason Giambi puts this game within 1. It's 2-1 going to the bottom half of the inning. Ricky Henderson up to the plate now. Henderson singled in his first at bat. Facing Cliff Lee for a second time in this game. Nothing in 2 pitch. Here it is. Breaking ball misses. Counts 1 and 2. On Ricky Henderson, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, and also is playing for both of these dynasty teams today. Hits a ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through for a hit. Duke Snyder elects to throw it all the way into first base, but Henderson safe at first with a leadoff single. That'll bring up Mark Pryor, who looks to bunt in this situation. First pitch misses high. That's ball 1. And Pryor pulled back. Another pitch bunted, but that'll go foul down that first base line. Counts even at 1. Henderson to the sides of the leadoff first base. Slide step, pitch. That is high. Pryor bunted at it anyway. That'll go foul, and the count's 1-2. So Pryor looking to bunt again. Waiting for Cliff Lee to select the pitch. Now Cliff Lee comes set. There's the 1-2. That was a beautiful breaking ball in there. Mark Pryor does not do any good job off of that number 9 spot. So Ricky Henderson remains at first. And here's Ichiro Suzuki standing in, 1-out runner on first base. Soft ground ball. Alomar to Ripken. Back to Giambi. Safe. Ricky Henderson forced out at second, but Ichiro beats out the backhand at first. So he'll reach with 2 outs, and here's Jose Reyes. Well, it's 1-0. Reyes hit a 2-run home run back in the first inning. Got out a second time around, but he's going to flare one into right field in front of Tony Gwynn. That's going to be a 2-out hit, moving Ichiro to second base, and now here comes a power threat in the form of Nicholas Callas. That swing, no swing, that's ball 1. So not a lot of players to work around here. You got Frank Thomas on deck, and then Miguel Cabrera's 2012 flashback after him. 3-0 pitch coming. Right down the middle, that's strike 1. 3-1 strike pitch coming now. Pitch fouled away, count run full, and both runners are going to be moving. Little flare towards center, that's going to fall for a hit. Ichiro coming home, throw from Duke Snyder. The Joe Torre is not in time. Ichiro's going to score on the play. Dawgs extend the lead. It is 3-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Cliff Lee's now giving up 3 earned runs in this ball game. Frank Thomas will bat with 2 outs. Line drive, right field. That's going to get over the head of Tony Gwynn, and that's going to one off the wall. Callas is going to be held at third. Oh, the throw went directly to third. That was a smart play. Now Callas coming home, and he's in a pickle now between Joe Torre and Matt Williams. Torre will apply the tag. That'll end the inning. However, Jose Reyes scores on the play and makes it a 4-1 Diamond Dogs lead going into the top of the 6th. Standing in now is Roberto Alomar. Top 3 hitters in the order due up. It's going to be Alomar, Cal Ripken Jr., and Duke Snyder. Fly ball left field. There's Henderson. Out number 1. Here's Cal Ripken Jr. 0 for 2 in the game today against Mark Pryor, who's been pitching rather well. The only blemish was that home run given up to Jason Giambi last inning, but aside from that, he's been nearly flawless. Line drive left field, Henderson, his second catch of the inning, and that's 2 outs. So with 2 outs in the inning, Duke Snyder, the number 3 hitter in the order, will come up to bat. Bases empty, 2 outs in the inning, his team down 3. Line drive foul, strike 1. Pryor throwing extra effectively in this one, only 54 pitches through 5 2/3 innings. Beautiful slurve, strike 2. Out away. Snyder stays alive in this at bat. No ball, 2 strike pitch coming. Well, that's a swing and a miss. Johnny Bench mishandled it a bit over behind the plate. So we'll pick it up and throw it over to Frank Thomas. That'll complete the strikeout, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, nobody left on for Philadelphia. It's 4-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Cliff Lee's still on the mound. It's going to be Miguel Cabrera, his 2012 flashback to lead off this inning for Pittsburgh. It's going to be Miguel Cabrera, Joe Morgan, and then Johnny Bench due up in this bottom of the 6th inning. Well, Miguel Cabrera's 2012 year is most notable for the fact that he hit for the Triple Crown that year. That was the first one since Carl Yastrzemski did it in 1967. So baseball had to wait more than 50 years to see somebody hit for the Triple Crown, and it was Miguel Cabrera leading the league in average, home runs, and RBIs. Certainly destined for the Hall of Fame with that. Also has an American League pennant to his name. He's won the World Series with the Florida Marlins back in 2003. And not only that, he's made it to the World Series with the Detroit Tigers in that 2012 season, lost to the San Francisco Giants, but he's put together a very consistent, very respectable career, and is honored with this player card that he has in this MLB The Show 19 game. Of course, his mound opponent, Cliff Lee, that's his flashback 2010 card when he was with the Philadelphia Phillies. And Cliff Lee, I know that's his 2010 flashback, but to go to the 2011 rotation that this Philadelphia Phillies team had, it was just incredible. You had Roy Halladay, the ace, then Cliff Lee was the number 2 guy. Joe Blanton was in there, Brett Overholzer, and definitely missing a 5th guy who was really important for that team. Let me look that up for you while we're waiting here on the break, just to be absolutely accurate. Phillies rotation in 2011. Take a look here. So that was Roy Halladay, Cole Hamels, Roy Oswalt, that's right. And Joe Blanton was in there too. Yeah, my mistake. Yeah, Cole Hamels. Can't believe I forgot Cole Hamels. But yeah, you had those 5 guys: Halladay, Lee, Hamels, Oswalt, and Blanton in there. And it was just it was a feared rotation. And of course, the Philadelphia Phillies made it a pretty long way in 2011. Made it to the playoffs, won the NL East, only to be stifled by a St. Louis Cardinals team that just had a stroke of luck in that division series and went from not even being into the playoffs on September 28th, 2011 to winning the National League Division Series against the Phillies. Beat the beat the Brewers in 2011 to advance to the World Series, to have that historic David Freese walk-off in Game 6 to force a Game 7 against the Rangers, in which the Cardinals did end up winning in 2011. So, it's just, but still, that Phillies team, really good in 2011. Now, let's go around the horn here. There's Jason Giambi at first base. Giambi, that's his card, I think he won an MVP with the Oakland Athletics in 2000, and that's his card that you can earn. It's a good card to have, especially against right-handed pitching. He hits really well against righties, and, of course, showed Mark Pryor that he wasn't quite invincible, hitting that home run to give Philadelphia its own one run there, but still down 4-1. And of course, my opponent waits until the clock strikes 1 to request a friendly quit, and I didn't appreciate that at all. So we're going to continue this game now. It's Miguel Cabrera batting here to lead off bottom of the 6th inning for the Diamond Dogs. And again, it's 5-6-7 due up for Pittsburgh. Grounded, nice play there by Ripken Jr. Throws to Giambi, out number 1. So the Chargers have exceeded the time limit in the pause menu, so I don't know how many changes are going to be made for this team. It's going to be important to see how this team manages. After that, line drive. Ripken Jr. makes the second play of the inning. That one, a catch on the line drive, 2 outs. And here comes Johnny Bench. We're going to miss strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Johnny Bench 1 for 2. Hit a single and struck out in 2 at-bats. Off the curve. That was a beautiful pitch. Just missed a little bit upstairs. Counts 1-2. Hard line drive into left center field. Over a jumping Cal Ripken Jr. That's going to head toward the notch in left center field. Duke Snyder going to throw it in. Cut off by Almar. Throw to third. Tag. Well, it was applied on time, but Johnny Bench just slid around that tag by Matt Williams, and that's going to be a 2-out triple for Johnny Bench, and here's Ricky Henderson. Knuckle curve, another great pitch by Cliff Lee, just missing. That's ball 1. Strike 2, that one nips the corner. Counts 1-2. Ball misses outside, count even to 2-2. Pitcher spot on deck for Pittsburgh. Currently occupied by Mark Pryor. Check swing. Joe Torre blocks it nicely, keeps it in front of him. That keeps Bench at third base. 3-2 pitch coming. Soft line drive, and Tony Gwynn dives, can't get there, and that's going to roll to the wall. Johnny Bench scores from third, and Ricky Henderson's flying. Gwynn picks it up, throws it into Alomar, who throws it to Torre at the plate. Henderson stops at third, back-to-back triples yield a run, and now it's 5-1 Pittsburgh leads here in inning number 6. Mark Pryor ground ball over the first base bag. Giambi plays it, steps on the bag himself, inning's over. Dawgs get a few runs in that inning, leave one on base. We'll go to the 7th inning. It's 5-1. Pittsburgh leads Philadelphia. Ball misses outside. It's 1-0. Just missed again. 2-0's the count. 2-ball, no strike pitch coming from Mark Pryor. Line drive, base hit up the middle. Going to be a leadoff base hit from Matt Williams, and coming in now is Tony Gwynn. Pick off attempt. Surprise tag too late. Matt Williams safe at first. It's 5-1. Philadelphia is trailing Pittsburgh in this game. Check swing, but no swing. That's ball one. Mark Pryor only at 61 pitches through 6+ innings now. Line drive center field. There's Ichiro, catches it. That's out number one. So with one out, here's Jason Giambi, the only player to tally a run in this game. There was a solo home run he hit earlier in this one. It gave Philadelphia one run, but since then, Pittsburgh has scored another 3. 0-1 pitch. Line drive, right center. There goes Ichiro. He can't make the play, and that's going to one-hop the wall. Matt Williams headed to third. Relay from Ichiro to the cutoff man over to Miguel Cabrera's not in time. And that's going to be a one-out double for Jason Giambi, pushing Matt Williams over to third base. Here's Ricky Henderson.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike.
Mark Pryor looking to pitch out of danger. Changeup hit softly into center field. That ball is going to fall for a base hit. Ichiro picks it up. Doesn't throw it initially. 2 runs are going to score on the play. Giambi and Williams both score, and now it is 5-3. Philadelphia trailing Pittsburgh still, but Pittsburgh going to get the wheels spinning a bit. Couple arms throwing in the bullpen now. Brandon Morrow and Ken Giles, both flashback pitchers. Ricky Anderson on base. 4 balls and 1 strike. Joe Torre at the plate. Cliff Lee in the pitcher's spot on deck. 0-1 pitch coming. Foul ball, strike 2. 4 balls and 2 strikes. Mark Pryor comes set. Pickoff attempt to first. Thomas applies the tag. Henderson's cut down. 2 outs. That's a crucial out there for the Philadelphia Chargers. So now Joe Torre no longer the tying run at the plate. He swings and lines that one foul down the third base line. 0-2 pitch once again. Check swing, no swing. That's ball one. 1-2 pitch, here it is. Popped it up but foul. Count still 1-2. Here's the pitch again. Fastball misses high, count even at 2-2. Mark Pryor facing Joe Torre. Pryor, it's coming up on 73 pitches. Fouls that one off. Count still 2-2. 2-2 pitch once again. Check swing, count run full 3-2. Cliff Lee in the pitcher spot on deck, and I don't know. It'll be an interesting decision coming up if he bats, but he won't. Joe Torre strikes out, and that'll end the inning. Philadelphia gets 2 runs in that inning, but leave nobody on base. Going to the bottom of the 7th inning, it's 5-3. Pittsburgh still leads Philadelphia. Ichiro, soft line drive, stays on the infield, and Alomar not going to be quick enough to get there. Throw to first well late. Ichiro's aboard with another base hit. And here's Jose Reyes. Cliff Lee still on the mound for Philadelphia. Popped into the air. Playable for anybody who wants it. Matt Williams will call up everybody else and make the catch. That's out number 1. There's Nicholas Callas. 1 for 3 in this game with a single and an RBI. Number 3 hitter for this Dawgs team. Check swing, no swing. That's ball 2. Ball 3 misses outside. Count 3-0 with Frank Thomas on deck. 3-0 pitch to Callas. Strike 1 on the fastball. It's 3-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
3-1 pitch fouled away. Count run full 3-2 on Callas. Check, so that's beautifully placed. Check swing, but a called strike 3 on the inside edge. Callas goes down for the 2nd out of the inning. That'll bring up Frank Thomas, who is also 1 for 3 in this game today. Thomas takes a big rip at that one on the ground left side. That'll get through for a hit. Henderson throws it into second. Ichiro safe, and Frank Thomas aboard at first with a 2-out single, bringing up Miguel Cabrera. Cabrera taps that pitch foul. That's strike one. And Cliff Lee is coming up on the century mark in pitches. He has been taxing his arm in this one for sure. That's inside, missed. It's 2-1. Fouled away, count even at 2-2. 2-2 pitch coming. Breaking ball, check swing. Appeal is not successful. Count run full 3-2. Both Ichiro and Frank Thomas will be off on the pitch. Ball softly lined toward left. That's going to fall for a hit, and with Ichiro running, he has a shot at the plate. Henderson's throw was on time, but Torrey applies the tag a little bit too late. Run comes in to score for Pittsburgh, and the lead is extended now 6-3 here in inning number 7. Here's Joe Torrey with now Frank Thomas on second and Miguel Cabrera on first base. Soft line drive, left field. Ripken dives, but he's not going to get there, and Dawgs are going to play station to station. Thomas moves from second to third. Cabrera from first to second, and now it's it's Joe Morgan on first base with a single with 2 outs. Here's Johnny Bench. Bench fouls that one away. It's 1-1. Cliff Lee about to throw pitch number 104. That pitch misses high. Counts 2-1. Hanging breaking ball hit well to right field, but that's going to steer itself foul. Count even at 2-2. Breaking ball on the ground, hits a Ripken. Ripken fields, will throw to Giambi at first. Inning's over. Johnny Bench grounds out with the bases loaded, but the Dogs do get a run in the inning. It's 6-3 going into inning number 8. Adrian Gonzalez will come off the bench, so Cliff Lee's day is over. He pitched 7 innings and gave up 6 runs, all of which were earned, and Adrian Gonzalez will relieve Cliff Lee with his bat. And Adrian Gonzalez, especially a good hitter against right-handed pitching.
1-1.
Definitely has a weakness for left-handed pitching, but the Diamond Dogs elect to stick with their starter to continue to pitch in this game, maybe save those bullpen arms. Brandon Morrow and Ken Giles still throwing in the bullpen for Pittsburgh. But Mark Pryor still on the mound. Foul ball, count still 1-2. Another fastball hit a long way towards center field. Ichiro already looking over his shoulder, going to the track, and he makes the catch right in front of the wall. And Adrian Gonzalez lines out to center field. First out of the 8th inning. Here's Roberto Alomar back to the top of the order.
Counts 1-0.
Top of the order includes Roberto Alomar, Cal Ripken Jr., and Duke Snyder. That's hit a long way to right field. Callas is just looking at it. And Mark Pryor's relinquished his second home run of this game today. It's 6-4 now. Philadelphia chipping away just a little bit, but it's still a 2-run deficit. Here's Cal Ripken Jr. Check swing, but a called strike. Or not a called strike. Check swing. Cal Ripken Jr. went around. That's strike 1. Check swing. That time Ripken did not go around. Count is even at 1. Ripken reached at that somehow and hits it foul, so the count's now 1-2. That misses outside. Count back even at 2-2. Pryor pitching to Cal Ripken Jr. Check swing tap toward first base. Thomas will behind the back throw to Mark Pryor covering first base, but that's going to be no good. Cal Ripken Jr.'s aboard with a 1-out single. And that's going to do it. Mark Pryor's day is officially over. Brandon Morrow will come out of the bullpen to pitch for the Diamond Dogs. This is his flashback card from 2017 when he was still with the Dodgers. Pitch to Duke Snyder here, who represents the tying run. Foul ball at strike 1. No ball, 1 strike pitch. Fly ball left field. There's Ricky Henderson. Henderson will make the catch. 2 outs. Cal Ripken Jr. wasn't tagging at first, so he'll retreat back to there. And now here comes Matt Williams. And Cal Ripken Jr. led way too far off first. Brandon Morrow picks off. Cal Ripken Jr. will go to the bottom of the 8th inning at 6-4. Diamond Dogs still lead it. That's the third pickoff that Philadelphia has been a victim of today, 2 of which were Mark Pryor, and then that last one was Brandon Morrow. Just too many aggressive runners in this game today.
Leading off for the Bulldogs, no fielder.
So the Diamond Dogs are going to sit down Ken Giles and Felipe Vasquez. It's Fernando Rodney and Rich Gossage in the bullpen now for Pittsburgh. Couple of closers. Rich Gossage, the official closer, though, for this Dogs team. And Adrian Gonzalez is going to pitch. Nobody who's warming up for the Philadelphia Chargers. So Adrian Gonzalez is going to pitch as a position player. Fly ball left center field. Duke Snyder got it. That's out number 1. So let's see how he does here. Brandon Morrow's day is going to be over. Pittsburgh going to send a pinch hitter to the plate, and that's going to be Dante Bichette. Bichette was brought on board as a right fielder until the Diamond Dogs acquired Jose Reyes, and since then, Dante Bichette's been moved to more of a pitcher's role with Callas out in right field. That's hit really well to left field. To the wall it goes. That's off the wall. Henderson picks it. No, excuse me. Henderson misses it. Duke Snyder picks it up. Throw it into the cutoff man, Ripken Jr., and that's going to be a 1-out double for Dante Bichette. So with that, the Diamond Dogs are going to put Trey Turner on second base as a pinch runner, so Dante Bichette's day is over. And another pinch hitter coming off the bench for Pittsburgh is going to be Chipper Jones. So Ichiro is going to be taken out of center field, which is something the Diamond Dogs rarely do. That pitch misses. That's ball 1. Fastball caught a strike at the knees of Chipper Jones, batting .379. Was the original Diamond Dogs third baseman. He was their first diamond selection that they got with the bundle package from this game. Soft fly ball right field. There's Tony Gwynn. Makes the catch. Makes the throw, then just throws it into second base. Trey Turner was tagging the whole time. So no worries there. 2 outs, and here is Jose Reyes. Line drive. Picked up on a backhand by Jason Giambi. Throw over to Adrian Gonzalez, covering from the mound, is in time. Inning comes to a close. No runs on 1 hit, only 1 runner left on base. Go to the 9th inning. Last chance for Philadelphia at 6-4. Pittsburgh leads. And Pittsburgh's going to enact a double switch now, so moving into the number 1 spot is the pitcher spot. That's what Fernando Rodney occupies now as he comes on the mound. And Trey Turner will now play center field for Pittsburgh, and that was the replacement for Ichiro, and Ichiro got taken out for Chipper Jones. Here's Matt Williams. He batted last inning. He was the at-bat that was taking place when Cal Ripken Jr. got picked off from first base. 0-2 pitch fouled away. This is Fernando Rodney's 2008 flashback when he pitched for the Tampa Bay Rays. Nothing in 2-pitch lined into center field. That's going to be a base hit. Matt Williams rounds first. He's trying for second, but before he gets even halfway to second base, he returns back to first. On a nice throw from Trey Turner in center field, so that'll bring up Tony Gwynn Jr., representing the tying run in this game. Pitch hit well, center field. Going back after it is Trey Turner, and Turner will get under it and make the catch. That's out number 1. Williams wasn't tagged, so he'll retreat back to first base with 1 out in the inning. Here comes Jason Giambi. Giambi's went deep once in this game. He's representing the tying run. Change up, that misses, ball 1. Pickoff attempt, top, this is tagged too late. Matt Williams back safely. It's a crucial moment here. Fernando Rodney has had problems closing out games. That's mainly why he's been chosen as a setup man. Fly ball into left. There's Ricky Henderson. 2 outs. Williams again not tagging. Retreats back to first. And here's Ricky Henderson standing in between the Diamond Dogs and a win. 2 outs, runner on first. Pickoff attempt. Thomas's tag. He got picked off. That's pickoff number 4 in this game. Matt Williams picked off to end the ball game. And that's not the way you ever want to end a game. But the Philadelphia Chargers do it. Final score, Pittsburgh beats Philadelphia 6-4. There's the player of the game right there, Jose Reyes. Started off this game with a bang, a 2-run home run that gave the Dogs an early lead, and not to mention he went 2 for 5 in this one altogether, but propelled the Diamond Dogs lead. And really, the Dogs never looked back in this one. Just a good offensive day from the Diamond Dogs. It was a close matchup. Philadelphia was chipping away. Just the story in this one was the pickoffs by Philadelphia, and the Diamond Dogs took great advantage. Diamond Dogs were good, especially the pitching was good with throwing over to first base, keeping runners honest, and as you saw there, a lot of those runners might have been itching to go, as 4 got picked off in this game today. But that's just how the story goes here from PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Final score, Pittsburgh Diamond Dogs 6, Philadelphia Chargers 4. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great day.